Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Afiq Ridwan bin Adri Nirwan. Today I will present about my assignment that is smart street light. For the introduction, we will talk about what is a smart city. Smart city is had been designed to incorporate ICT to enhance the quality of life and performance of public service. And it also include the reduction of consumption of resources, wastage, and also overall cost. And street light is one of the important facilities needed at all places of street, especially on the night time, that also consume energy resources. From the assignment that been given, it have been show the YouTube video that street light on the Czech Republic that has a 1.2 million street lamp that is outdated public lighting. So it has a three problem that is street lamp are constantly turned on. It will turn on the daylight on the night time, and it also street light also controlled simultaneously. It not be controlled uh, like in the daylight and on the night it also been on, and because of that it will become huge electricity consumption that can burden environment. So the so we can solve the problem by make a smart street light. By the street light will be operated depending on the surrounding light intensity. Like in the night it will be on, in the daylight it will be off, and it will not be operated simultaneously because it will be operated depend on the light intensity surrounding of the street light. uh, because because of this it will reduce power consumption effectively. Problem statement for this project has three. There is a first, street lamp are constantly turned on. Second, lamp are controlled simultaneously. And third, it will become huge electricity consumption that can burden for the environment. Objective project for this project is to design street lamp that will be operated depending on surrounding light intensity, and it can be to reduce huge electricity that can burden environment. Material and method. Component used in the circuit project is a resistor, LED, light dependent resistor, LDR as a sensor, NPN transistor, and also a capacitor. For the measurement equipment that being used in this project is the power supply that supply the power to the circuit, and also function generator and oscilloscope that be used in the AC circuit operation to show the waveform. For the circuit connection, will be open at the Tinkercad. For the DC, for the DC connection, first will be put the wire from the pin E to the ground, and second we have a pin B transistor pin B. First will be connect to the resistor R1, and another terminal of resistor will be connected to the positive terminal of power supply. Another connection of pin B transistor is will connected to the LDR, and another terminal of LDR will be connected to the ground. For the pin C of transistor, it will be connected to the LED. The LED is being connected series with the R2 resistor, and another terminal R2 resistor will be connected to the positive terminal of power supply. For the DC circuit, for the AC circuit, it is same with the DC, but it will be at the function generator and two oscilloscope and also the capacitor. For the capacitor, it will be connected with the transistor pin B, and another terminal of capacitor will be connected to positive of function generator. Another capacitor will be connected from the LED terminal, and another terminal of capacitor will be connected to the ground. So the connection for the function generator first, like before, for positive it will connected to the capacitor, and then negative it will connect to the ground. For the another positive, we will connect it to the oscilloscope. This is the connection of the oscilloscope. For the first, it will connect it for the functionator. For the second, it will connect it to the ground. For another, another oscilloscope, it will be connected positive, it will connected to the LED terminal, and for the negative, it will be connected to the ground. So for that is for the connection. And second, for the procedure for this project is, first we start the simulation, and simulation, after we start this simulation, we will be set the LDR setting from the low light intensity, and a second is for medium light intensity, and the second is high light intensity of LDR, and it will be shown at the LED output. And it shows that it has a different output LED light intensity. For the DC, we same with the AC procedure, and the different AC and DC is because AC has an oscilloscope that show the waveform. The waveform is show that for the output LED. Like the DC will be set to the low, and second will be set to the medium, and lastly we will set to the high LDR intensity. For the AC circuit operation, we must to wait a few minutes, because the response of the LED is quite slow rather than DC circuit. Next, after the DC connection and the procedure, we have a result. From the result, we can get here when the LDR is being set to the low setting, the high light LED light intensity output will be produced, and it also produce 9.66 milliampere. And also it will set to medium and high. The LED light intensity output become medium and low, and current also change. For the AC analysis, we will be observe about output waveform. For the LDR light intensity setting, for the low, it will become a full wave. For the medium, it will become half wave. For high, it will become no wave, that become a flat. For the discussion, okay, for the DC circuit, from the result we get at the table 2.1, when the LDR is to low light intensity setting, the resistance in LDR is low, so high current value can flow through it, and it make LED light intensity output become high. From the smart street light perspective, by using this method, when on the night time that has low light intensity, street light will be on automatically. For the medium, same with the highlight, but the difference is it will the smart street light prospectively by using the method, when on the dawn or dusk that has more light intensity, street light will on automatically with the light intensity, but depend on LDR sensor. For the low light, it will be off, like because when on the daylight is has a high just like the LDR is being set to high, that is same with a daylight, so the street light will off automatically. For the AC circuit, from the result we get, the output is the same. The current output is the same with the DC, but the difference is a waveform. When LDR is set to the low setting light intensity, LDR become low, so the output waveform become in full wave. This is because LDR is not fully function, and the function because LDR is functioned to a low current flow in one direction. So because of that, it has a full wave. For the medium, setting of light intensity, the resistance of LDR is increased, so the output waveform become in half wave. It become a half wave. This is because LDR is start functioning, and the function of LDR is, like I said at the first, it only a low current flow in one direction, so the waveform on negative is don't have anymore. For the low light intensity output, when LDR is high, is in high steady light intensity, the LDR is high, so the output waveform become flat as shown in figure 2.6. This is because LDR is start functioning in full state, so the output will become low or be all off. From this, the output don't have value, so the waveform will be not formed. For the conclusion for this project is to design smart street light that can solve the several problems. That is constantly turn on lamp, control simultaneously, and it also huge electricity consumption and burden the environment. From that, this project can solve the problem by design circuit combination LDR as a sensor that can control output depend on surrounding light intensity with LED that is represent a street light. The circuit is being tested and is successfully functioning according to objective of this project. When the LDR is being set in low light intensity setting, the resistance in LDR is low, so high current value can flow through it and it make LED light intensity output become high. The circuit can be set to medium and also high output intensity setting. We can control it by LDR. From the smart street light perspective, by using this method, when on the night time that has low surrounding light intensity, street light will on automatically. When on the daylight that has a high surrounding light intensity, street light will off automatically. And basically, the street light intensity is based on the surrounding light intensity. From this, we can solve the problem by the street light only will be operated based on the surrounding light intensity, and this also will reduce huge electricity consumption that burden to the environment. So this my end of presentation. Thank you.